Welcome. This is Eitan Shalom at the Body Mind Wellness Center, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing today on my patient who is a professional ballet dancer, and she has myofascial pain. Sorry, I'm moving my chair. She has myofascial pain in her lower leg, on this right leg, and by myofascial pain, what that means is activated trigger points with locked short muscles and fascia. And in her case, it involves the proneus longus and the proneus brevis, as well as the soleus, and then also fascia and ligaments going all the way down into her foot where I've needled the plantar fascia. So actually, let me show you the needles from the top first. And then what I wanted to show you is I'm doing electrical stimulation, and that's what Electro Stim looks like. You have a clip attached to the needle. And in a case like this, where the muscles, where she's a very strong type, and the muscles are very tight from basically, an overuse syndrome that's intrinsic to being a ballerina, and also being on, doing toe work, that in addition to the strong needling, the strong pistoning technique that I've already done on her, which she really tolerates well, and the pistoning technique, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's when I lift a needle like that into the muscle and get it to release. I've already done pistoning technique on these points, and almost all of them had good releases. And so to add to that, we do this electrical stim. So this I'm electrical stimulating the soleus and also the lateral gastroc. So this electrode is attached to this electrode, and it's causing the muscle to see these needles moving that there's nothing attached to. That's the soleus, and it's causing the muscles to contract and release, contract and release. And so it adds to the ability to get the muscles to unlock and go back to a lengthened position. So, and what I've done here is I've needled the motor point of the proneus longus. I've needled various points along the proneus longus that she identified. You see all these red marks? That's from her doing self-massage before the treatment. So we already know that this is somebody that likes stronger needling. These are number 5. I forget the gauge of these needles, but these are the thicker needles. I have an earlier video that showed how you can also do dry needling with the smaller needles. That's a previous, are you okay? Mm-hmm. That's a previous video, also with a ballet dancer, but who's very petite and doesn't tolerate strong needling. So here I've needled along the proneus brevis, and then down here we've needled into the more of the proneus brevis and into the plantar fascia needling. So here I'll give the camera a second to adjust. Here I'm needling underneath the bone, between the bone and the fascia, the plantar fascia. So, and I got really strong releases on those points and on these points as well, where I'm releasing the plantar fascia. And so that's the electrical stim, and you can adjust this electrical stim to make it stronger or weaker. How are you doing with the electrical stim now?
It could be stronger, actually.
It could be stronger. So what happens is, after it's been on for a little bit, often people ask me to make it stronger because they get used to it. And by the way, this is the machine that I'm using, made in the good old USA, Pantheon Research. It's a wonderful company in terms of the machines they make. And now we're going to make them stronger. Let's start with the one that I did first, down by the ankle. And so do you want that one stronger?
Yes.
Okay, so let's turn that one up a bit, and you say when. And what happens is, and what's happening is that sometimes, because of the nature of the electrical impulses that are in muscles, I just notice what I'm doing is I'm increasing these two, but it's making all of them stronger. Did you notice that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Feels good. Should I go stronger yet?
A little bit stronger.
A little bit stronger. You say when, or stop me before it gets too strong. And I'm just going to, the one on the inside of your leg, because the one on the outside is going crazy. It's not too much?
No, this is good.
Yeah. And when it's this strong, I'm not going to leave it on too long. But again, This is patient-centered treatment, so you have to listen to your patient, unless they're asking you to do something that you know is not going to be helpful. Sometimes people do want it so strong, and I know that you'll be too sore later, but you just don't know you don't know. Are you rotating your leg like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But in this case, she knows her body really well. She's a dancer and she's had this before. So I'm listening to what she's asking me to do. If she wants it stronger, there's no reason for me not to make it stronger. And tell me how you are on the inside. Okay, I turned that up a bit too. Is that too much?
No, that's great.
Okay, all right. So that is, by the way, with the electrical stim, that's what's called the continuous mode. It's going just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's also a mixed mode that I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna have to lower these a little bit because the mixed mode, when I do the mixed mode, it makes it really strong and you won't like it. So let me lower these. Now move it into the mixed mode. And the mixed mode, see, the body, when it's a regular mode, the body can get used to it. The mixed mode, instead of going dot, 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 it goes dot, dot, zzz, dot, dot, zzz. So try this and see what you think. I'm going to start with the lower one. And let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. So if you see how that light's going, that shows you. Yeah, okay. So now I'm turning it up.
Whoa.
Too much?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, see what I mean? And so the dial isn't as high as it was before. Is it still too much?
Just a little bit.
Okay, let me lower it again. And you'll notice that she's laughing.
That's good. I'm a psychopath.
Yeah, I'm going to do the lowest one. Oh, that is the lower one. Okay.
That's good.
You feel it in all the areas? Is that enough?
Maybe a little bit stronger, actually.
Okay, let me turn the inside one up a little bit and the other yellow one up a little bit. Oh, is that too much?
No, that's good.
Okay, so you see this, you can really see here. That's the zzz part. And now it's going dot, dot, zzz, and then, there, it's still going. Yeah, and so when the electrode stops, that means her muscle is contracting even more. And so you get the muscle to contract and then it releases. So I'm going to end this now. Thanks for tuning in. This is how you combine electrical stim with dry needling to get a stronger release of the muscles in people that need it and tolerate it. So, and the people that need it are people with really tight muscles that are very strong. And again, they have to tolerate it. So you'll notice when it got really strong, she laughed. Well, some people would freak out. So you have to be very careful about adjusting the treatment to the tolerance level of the individual. Thanks for tuning in.